Just shift. Quick. What's the They get a surprise prize and you will receive. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and particularly Mr. Everton. We have an expert here who has come all the way from the other part of the world, from Brazil, to meet with you, talk to you, discuss with you, interact with you. Mr. Everton is an IT expert, supported to SMEs. He's got multiple caps, and it's our pleasure and honor to have him here. Welcome, sir. Please give a big round of applause. A brief profile about Mr. Everton, please. Mr. Everton is from a great country, Brazil. He is considered #1 CRM and CX influencer in the world by Thinkers 360, and elected among the 30 customer service gurus in the world by the Global Gurus website. It's a very famous website. He has been a juror for the ABT and CMS Customer Service Award. He is one of the world's leading authors, consultants, speakers, and writers on CRM, CX, and more importantly, data science. He has worked on customer loyalty, CRM, and a customer experience project for Boticaro, Banco Original, Citibank, Enter Chile, Mary Kay do Brazil, Telemic, etc. Founder of Universidade do
University of Consumidor.
The official dictionary of the Internet, computer, ERP, CRM, UX, analytics, big data, customer experience, data security, call center, digital marketing. Wow, this is really great. The book of all 20 methodologies to improve and profit from customer experience and service. Data science and business intelligence, advice from important data scientists around the world. CX trilogy, and 30 advice from 30 greatest professionals in CRM and customer service. The list is very long, ladies and gentlemen, but for want of time, I'm just cutting it. And he's a big man. I just looked at his LinkedIn profile. Any guess how many followers? More than 26,000 followers. 26,000 followers, and here in LinkedIn, of course. Instagram, more than 4,270. As of now, I just checked. It's a great pleasure and honor, Dr. Mr. Everton, for considering GBS Dubai. We are very glad that you are here, and we are absolutely happy that you are sharing your experience with our students. And may I request Dr. Brenita Raj to formally extend a warm welcome to Mr. Everton. Thank you very much. The topic is digital transformation and data governance, reaping the potential benefits while ensuring security. Over to Dr. Brenita.
Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Good afternoon, all. As you know, all of us, we are living in an AI-powered, artificial intelligence-powered era. It's basically a digital era. Security also matters a lot. So today's topic is very much relevant to this era. And you people are the users, right? So today's topic is digital transformation and data governance, reaping the potential benefits while ensuring security. We have the right person here who is an IT security expert, and he's here to share his outlook on data governance and digital transformation. Thank you so much, and it's my pleasure to welcome.
Thank you for the kind words. I'm glad to be here direct from Dubai, from Brazil, sorry, because Brazil has 7 hours before here. I'm this Everton. I'm 54 years old, look like 18, but I'm trying to be conservative. I'm this guy in customer experience and relationship marketing. Any guess who can tell me what is customer experience? Who can tell me? Any guess? Try. The life is trying. Never be afraid to try. Any guess? What is customer experience? Any guess? You guess something? What is customer experience?
Experiencing with the customer like daily basis, like you're experiencing with the customers like we work somewhere, seeing the customers daily. So we get our new experience from different customers like angry customers, direct customers, loyal customers, like that.
And somebody else about customer relationship, CRM. Somebody guess what is CRM? Somebody try to guess what is
Customer relationship management.
Yeah. What do you mean for you in brief words? Try.
Relationship between the customers and the retailers.
Exactly. I'm going to make a little brief here, just to remind you. For example, in CX, normally I say there is a grow customer experience. What grow customer experience? You are studying here in GBS. GBS select block file in this area. Grow customer experience means since you left your house to arrive here, the CBS has to learn good traffic, good train, good metro from your house until here. But CX next of GBS start when you open the door here. All the company has grow experience, next experience. Sometimes you have to learn, you have to take care about security in the area, not just bring the customer. You have to think about everything. And CRM has said, yes, you have to bring the customer, but you have to continue the customer, bring his back, and maybe he can indicate your brand for another family. That I'm doing around the world for the last 20 years. Try to save company from themselves, for the process, for the employee, to bring better experience. And, okay, we know Neymar, we know Ronaldo, we know, but I prefer to focus on customer experience in CS. That's my effort. To not only be good in pre-sales, but doing the sales after sales. That's my goal. I started to work this in 1999, but in the IT, I started in 1985. So, CRM and CX is not a fashion. It has a lot of kind of work to do. Some of my books you can find, they are in LinkedIn or Amazon, my website, you can just translate there. Because I bring specialists around the world to discuss this subject. I have my knowledge, I have my experience, practical, theoretical, I have many bring all specialists around the world. For example, I asked you, okay, company can have many areas, but for example, who do you like to work in marketing here? There is somebody who like to work in marketing here? Prefer? You like to work in marketing? Somebody? In sales? In management? And logistics? In customer service? IT? Okay, but I have piece of advice for you. As I'm working this since 1986, I a goal now. Okay, don't matter what you do here in the long term about business, what you're studying IT. But if I could give some advice is, first one, everybody wants to see each one of you like a bridge. You have to connect everybody in any areas of corporation. If you forget that you have to be a bridge, you are going to work as a silos. You are not going to grow in your career. Because you have to build bridge among areas. Don't matter if software, marketing, sales. If you are people who got to stay alone, you are not going to grow any area in your company, in your career. Don't forget, each one of you has to be a bridge. Don't matter the area. Second one, everybody wants to see you like a maestro, to get better of each one. If you would like to work like IT, if you are UX professional, programmer, you are not going to be successful. If your test analyst will fail, you have to teach them how to test a solution. And you help themselves to work better in IT, in quality service, whatever. And last one, everybody wants to see you like a synchronizer. Connect the goals. Because if you are a programmer, you are system analyst, you are PMO, you are product manager, you are test quality. If you are not synchronized the running, okay, one people is going to finish, but another one is not finishing. You have to learn how to synchronize it. Don't matter if you are going to sales, marketing, IT, logistics. Okay, the focus of the focus of this talk will be digital transformation in data governance. Any guest who can try to tell me what is digital transformation in data governance? Can somebody want to try? What is digital transformation? Please, any guess? Don't be afraid. Anybody? Data transformation. Any guess? For example, who's going to work with IT? IT? You. No? Who's going to work with IT? For example, you need data. You need transformation. But before you digital transformation, you have to understand the analogy. You are working offline. You have to work with paper. Sometimes, some company is working very hard with paper. Then you put computers.
It's become digitalized. Yeah?
Exactly. But sometimes, if you are making the wrong thing in paper, and just put computer, but not think the new processes, you are going to do very fast the bad thing. You know what I mean? So, digital transformation is not just put computing, software. You have to change your mindset and improve the better process. Don't matter kind of process. That's what we are going to talk about. In my view, digital transformation, when you have a relationship with B2B consumer or B2C consumers, one goal is reduce the effort of the customer. For example, if you are going to Amazon, why Amazon is so respected in the world? Because they reduce the effort to buy something. Imagine if you go to buy something, you stay 3 days just to buy it. You don't have a good customer experience satisfaction. So, digital transformation is related to customer effort. Then, what I got in my conclusion? The lower the effort and the friction, the greater the customer loyalty. As much, for example, if I like to buy something, GBS has a good moment of sales during the pre-sales of the course. I like a lot. I will indicate to another family member. We have to reduce the effort and the friction. For example, to put in mind, I went to Chile, to Santiago, the biggest telecom company in Chile, called Intel. They are from Chile, Peru. The challenge was how to make the digital transformation of them. They have 250 products. Imagine a biggest company has 250 products and services. But we got to make digital transformation just for 45 products. Why is that? Because what was the goal? Put everything available on the internet to any customer, B2B or B2C, go there and buy without any sales representative. Why we got those 45? Because the rest of the products, they have bad process. Many outsourcing, they are not together. You know, they don't have a good synchronization. So we developed 480 products for our website to sell everything. But the rest one, we developed a roadmap for long term. No, first of all, we have to bring all the parties together, develop the customer experience totally. Then we can deliver those rest of the product on the website. Otherwise, you go there, customer go to the product website. For example, going to buy a cell phone. Oh, but cell phone, okay, today is easy, but you want a different package of data. No, I get another third-party consultant. So no, it won't take 1 month. No, because it's better you not offer this product on the website. You know what I mean? So you have to see all the time of the production. So we, from 250, we got those 48 products. Because all the company is not digitalization yet. Next example. For example, DU, telecommunication from here, Dubai. What do you think about reduced effort? Some company, telecom company or retail company, what they do? If you call them, they are without system. They are without system. Normally, in the past, one company in Brazil or whatever, what they say, oh, dear customer, our system is out of the service. Can you call later? You are not respecting the time of the customer. But if the system is out of the system is out of the is not working, but the company is concerned about the time of the consumer, what the agent should be saying for him? Customer, we are not working the system. Please, I'll take your note, your number, I'll call you back. So you solve your problem of the customer without technology. Because you put empathy with the customer. You know what I mean? No, never is ours just software. It's a kindness, empathy. Kindness, you put yourself in the same place of the customer. So company has to be called back, not the customer call back. But today, in the world, we have a crew who want to sell something, to work with marketing, whatever the area. Everything is servicing. When you buy a screw, you don't want the screw, you want to hold for another purpose. So, forget products, think in service. And the customer pay more for the service, not for the product. Don't matter what kind of business you are going to do in the future. But your digital transformation will fail if you don't understand the behavior of your customer. Don't matter if you are going to sell for B2B or B2C customer. What I mean about this? We have to understand the evolution of the form of power in the area. For example, we had the first phase, agricultural and farm. The second phase, gun power. Third phase, industrial. Now, the fourth phase, data. We are in this moment in this story. If we, as business people, don't understand in which phase we are, and then from when we come, we are continuing just provide software solution, but not understand the behavior of the customer. For example, imagine if your customer wants to have a birthday party. Imagine, okay? Today, welcome the economy of experience. I normally call this engineering 2.0. In 1985, when they created the ISO standard, ISO 2000, ISO 40,000, they focus in products. I call now the engineer 2.0 focus in the customer experience. Economy experience, stage 1. When imagine the past, I want to do the birthday party of my friend, my children, for example. In the past, if I want to make a cake, I have to do this. 2,000 years ago, whatever. Okay? We prepare, I have to prepare, go to the stove and everything to make a cake. But a little bit time later, I improved my life. I went to economy of goods, production. I know I don't want more wheat. I want to buy the flour already ready to make my cake. So I reduce my effort as a customer, and other people, farmers, is preparing the wheat. You know, that was the second phase of story. The third one, no, I am a farmer or citizen. I improved my life as you, as my fathers. I went to economy of services. No, to do the body of my children. I go there. I can go to the bakery and buy a cake ready. It was the third phase of the story of humanity. Now we are in the fourth stage, the experience. No, I don't care about cake, about beverage. I'm going to hire a full service company to provide everything for me. So, in the process, all the services improve our own story. That's the reason you have to believe it. Don't matter what kind of reason I'm going to improve or create. You have to understand this customer. They are paying more to receive more. Now, that point was digital transformation. If you don't understand the behavior of the customer, because the next generation, okay, the customer always wants more and they pay more. Don't matter if I want to sell a software, sell a book, sell a service, sell a course or a car. They want more and they will pay more. Now the second phase of the electric, data governance. This is a chaos in the world today. Because we have to reduce effort of the customer and the employee. Normally today, in all call centers in the world, for example, if I call her, I ask her, what my balance, what my story. Normally, if she wants to get my real-time information, she has to access more or less 4 paths information to get the real information. Because the effort. The problem is not the work, it's the process of the company, the call center. She has to have outstanding to, now I have information. For that reason, you as work for information, data, you have to reduce not the effort just for the customer, but for employees. For example, I ask you now, everybody close your eyes. Everybody, I mean, close your eyes. I want you to buy something. Try to hear what's the bird singing outside.
Yeah.
Try to hear people passing through. Step more. Yeah, a plane, right? You can open now. What does it mean? You are focusing. You focus. If you were to ask before the lunch, if I request you to imagine something I eat, you're hungry. Your mouth will be staged. You focus when you close your eyes. You, as businessman, you have to close your eyes to open the data around you. Many companies going to bankrupt because you stop. This is the data, the behavior of your customers. There are data around us 24 hours a day. Now, what CRM and data science say about my marketing and human of my customer? Because I have marketing and I have many kind of customer, human being working with me. CRM and data science will allow you to listen well what's going on. Now, in this exercise you use the ear, but in company you use data science and CRM to listen to the data. What's going on in marketing? Look at this example.
So you're going to be like this one, right?
Like what?
Lauren,
Just stop. I don't want to talk about this here.
why not?
I just don't feel comfortable discussing it here. I want somebody listening in.
There's somebody listening in.
No.
What do you mean you don't know what we should do? Why are you being like this?
Why do you always have to throw it back at me like that? Like everything's always...
I'm not throwing it back at you.
Yes, you are. After everything that's happened, that it's not that big of a deal. Really, Janet? Because... I don't see what's complicated about this.
Okay, fine. Tell me, Lauren, what do you think we should do? What do you want?
I don't know.
Really? That's your answer? I don't know?
This is not about me.
You sure about that?
Responsibility for once.
I just don't know what to say to you right now.
Some people don't even have anything to say to each other.
I'm sorry. I meant to hurt you. I don't lose you over something like this.
Me neither. I'm sorry too. I guess I overreacted.
This is the ability to listen, to pay attention what's going on. Decision in real time. Decision before having something worse. All entrepreneur of employee has to have this. That's the importance of integration. Data, process, people, team. Okay, when you use CRM and data, you are going to identify many kinds of customers. I'm a shy customer, I'm a boring customer. The CRM is going to inform any kind of customer. a book you have in your website, visit your sales store, visit your channel, WhatsApp, you have those information in your value data if you concentrate this. But what happened when you design? Most of IT professionals in the world is like they're there. When you call them for meeting, they're afraid because sometimes they are invited just to fix problem. Somebody else created. But it's an IT fault too, because most IT guys, they are shy. They are not working together with marketing, manager, CIO, bringing new trends, new evolution, reading a lot. In this NNA 5 arena, IT data scientists, most of the time, they are outside. No, they have to bring together. You have to get close with marketing, decision makers, to think the next step of evolution, not just data, process, with customer marketing, sales. And what it means for data. As I work as data scientist and met many friends of this area around the world, my conclusion was 70% of data scientists 70% of the data scientist time is cleaning, preparing. Just after that will come digital wisdom or insight. So you have to carry a lot. Carry a lot. Okay, data scientists are one of the biggest salary in the world today. But you spend certain time just carrying, looking for something, clean up Excel data, SAP data, Salesforce data, all destroyed data to get a wisdom. But a miners, in Brazil there is the famous mining called Serra Pelada, I don't know here. But normally, one people to find gold spend 9% looking for gold. So we have to reduce the efforts for data. Employees to find it. As an example, I said for her, she spent 4 times information, normally call center, to provide the information of the customer, to provide a good experience in call center. Well, but one thing that I found is, if you will have to be in peace with the marketing team, if you will have to be, it's mandatory to be in peace with marketing. I recall the phrase I read in Peter Drucker's books. He said, and I believe this, you don't want to fight with the marketing department because they are going to win. So, each one of you, if you want to grow in your career, if you are part from the marketing, the sales, and management, you are going to lose. Be ready to work with them. Provide, build, bring nourishment for them, bring insight for them. But, okay, I took this conclusion almost 10 years ago. What I did in my life, my career, to improve all the projects that I worked on for many brands around the world, what I did, I understood the dream and desire of the marketing. Somebody wants to try? What is the dream of the marketing? What is the dream of the marketing? Somebody wants to try? Somebody? Huh? What is the dream of the marketing team? Huh?
Customer awareness.
Okay. It's true, but has more. For example, this is my conclusion about data, about marketing. They want to bring together the moment online and real time now. They want information now, what's going on in the store, in the factory, in any channel. Everything is online in real time now. But with the historic information, the yesterday, you have to bring all kinds of data information from the past together with the real time. But the transactional today, with the operational to create trends tomorrow. If you want to be successful with T marketing area, you have to think this. Marketing, why they have so many budget, so many money? Because they have to have this one. If they don't have, most department of marketing, they hire a AE agency, outsourcing, that agency deliver what IT internally don't deliver. Why? That's the reason there is fighting between IT department and other teams. Because most of IT guys or professionals don't understand these needs of the marketing. Yeah? For example, it's a repository of a campaign of marketing. We developed it for Citibank. I work on this. It's based in Singapore, working in all countries in South America. We developed a system for Citibank, all customer branch. Here, all fields, the customer branch can make any kind of campaign to see the past, the present, to create the future. You have to deliver information. He can make filter, he can make apply. I want to see, for example, which customer received a deposit of 1 million last day. Oh my God, I received the campaign. I can offer them a new insurance, a new gift. I invite for a special event. But we think not there. Those interface, but together interface information. So, but there is a chaos. There is a chaos, evolution, sorry. When we work with in IT, in marketing, in CRM, we are suffering a lot. Why? Look this stage, actual stage. Normally, when you are in a company, repository, you have to have your target audience, by persona, user, consumer, lead, prospect. All kinds of information are distributed in different kind of systems. You have ERP, enterprise, data warehouse, business intelligence, CRM. You have plugin for digital marketing. You have plugin for social network, WhatsApp. All these things, you as IT or business professional, don't matter if you don't fall in love for software. Look for solutions. The software, don't matter what kind of software you select. You have to provide you to bring for your big data or the repository to think wisdom, digital wisdom. How can I put it all together to obtain wisdom, digital wisdom, I used to say. Because it's very dangerous. I talk to you, but you think about software. No, think solution. Let's bring all together. Department areas, let's put all information together to bring decision in real time for decision properly. But marketing team, they have an ego, a big ego. Why? Because they have money. But you, as you are going to work in logistics, IT, sales, whatever, you have to help improve the information of the customer. But try keep the CIO informed. The customer is not just for the marketing, it's for everybody. But use it with proper wisdom. Because we are going to, if you take the marketing, all the information repository that I mentioned for you, and now we have around the world the new data protection law.
Yeah.
You have to follow. I cannot keep her email or WhatsApp number without permission properly. So forget if you are studying here. Imagine, okay, I get graduated, I finish my study. Never. I'm 54 years old. I never go to sleep without learning 1 new thing per day. Never. You can learn with the simple. Everybody is possible to learn. Because if you make something wrong with the customer without permission of the customer, of the employee, you can get a fine, a big fine for the customer. And for the customer, for protection department, and for the company. And now, becoming more dangerous. Because from now on, with 5G technology, IoT device, I can have here a device informing, I can my microwave, or I can my refrigerator, inform my delivery, supermarket say, my water is finished, please give me 1 bottle, deliver my house. Automatically, on Friday night, a bottle of my dinner. So you have to be prepared. Information now is going to be created more. IoT device connected with data. 5G real-time decision making. And what important about this? The customer pay for this. If you would provide a good service, not the device, but what you put services beyond the device. Now, okay, where I'm going to do this? So until now, I didn't talk about technology. For me, it's more important than technology is the concept that you have to bring in your career. Because if you fell in love for Excel or Microsoft, you fell in love for SAP, Salesforce, in the next generation, maybe you are not going to survive. You have to be a guide of solution of business. And of course, the good provider of software means, but there are open that you can buy software, you can use it freely in internet. For example, data science. After that, I can provide this list for you not to take notes. There is many intelligence open freely that you can use to start on your house in your company. Before hiring a big one company, a paid software. You can create your home. For example, if your mother has a SQL store, you can bring for that database, for example, Pentaho, bring the chat of WhatsApp, the Facebook, LinkedIn, bring all chats for this real story and look for people using data science in trigger. You make a question. What customer say bad thing about my brand? The information is coming. Also, you can practice it in your house. You can create this in the department here, a small department first in your company, validate the concept, make a proof of concept, then your boss like it, okay, get my money more, and I can grow in all department. So there is a set of tools that you can use for business intelligence in data science as repository or analytics. One thing that is very important. You do not necessarily to be a statistics guy. You don't need to be a statistics guy to get inside of this. There is many manuals freely you can use to get inside. And repository, there is many free. I select one free for use, a list that you can for big data, for database, open source APL, extract, transform, and load. What means? You put all the kind of information. Structure, non-structure. You put everything there. And then you start to create the base for insights. Completely free. So it's no excuse that you cannot use better data governance in your personal life or in your company. Because it's free. Data analysis. Once you create the data repository, now you continue the next phase. I have to do data analysis. This is a set of tools, freely, awesome, but the most expensive here is SaaS. The most expensive. Citibank used to have this one, but all the ones, they are free and paid. They have set of intelligence questions, choose the data to obtain insight for you. It's very. Then what they provide for you, data analysis that I mentioned. They allow you to help to see the past, the present, to create the future with these tools. So, okay, we have digital transformation, we have data, but there is a problem. When I work as a teacher for social engineer, that is the art of writing information. For example, I start to talk with you one day, the second day, third day. In each talk, I get a little more details. And in 1 week, I hack you. That's the behavior of a hacker. Social engineering. I steal a little bit, a piece of data. Those kind of data. So, if you are freak in your password in WhatsApp, Facebook, in your login in your company, I try to stealing from you each day a piece of information. When I have good information to try it, and sometimes I'm not going to steal you directly. But in your Facebook, for example, I saw that you are going to take a flight from Brazil, 14 hours. Oh my God, I saw Air Community is going to Dubai for 14 hours. 14 hours going offline. That's the time I can call your mother to request some money. Oh my mother, I'm Everton, I need the money, I need investment or whatever, you know. Hacker attack in the weakness point, you know what I mean? He collects what we are doing in information, they are doing very well. Sometimes one hacker or many hackers, they try to see the weakness in each people, each company, they could hacker. So, if you don't learn all the things that I talk about main repository has to be a specialist or one guy take care about security. One people of you has to be pessimist. If you are really just optimistic, you are going to fail. In project manager, don't matter kind of methodology, PMI, Agile, Scrum, Prince, whatever, there is a chapter called risk management. You have to be risk management too. Not if you are going to be the owner of the company. Okay, you don't need a specialist guy. I have to hire somebody. Or today, weekly day meeting, somebody has to ask. Oh my God! If somebody hire our company, what's going on? If they block our website, block our sales, what's going on? We have to have a pessimist people in our company. Always. But what does it mean? Crisis management. When you work with data in CRM, for example, when I implement CRM for Importante airline company in Brazil, the biggest airline company in Brazil, we have a last floor in a building with 20 call center station ready without employee. But the employee was in another area, ready. Because if a specific airplane crash and accident, everybody has to go to that room. Because there is a specific 800 number for family call. That was one of the situations that I implemented crisis management. It's a customer relationship. You have to think. Imagine if you are owner of Amazon. Imagine if some hacker block your website, and the hacker wants $1 billion to give back their website. You have to have another opposite website, Amazon.com, down too, as contingency. Otherwise, the hacker will become billionaire.
Otherwise, you can hire a hacker to get it back.
They are trying to do this. The hacker is doing this. Normally, what they do, they hack you. If you pay in Bitcoin, then they send back for you the website. But why it's happening? Because we have a failure in planning of security, you know? So, we as a business people, when you work with information, yeah, we will have one thing is true. Most of the people, all situations that we have fails in hacker, the people are the weakest point in all hacker enter. So an employee, a specific employee, has a weak password. He public everything in the web. Oh, maybe he sit in the office, for example, he is in the office here. He go out without close the section, and another employee goes stealing the access. So most of the fraud around the world about data, the weakness point is the people, not the system. The system has a problem because some company don't have a making checker. What is making checker? You create the code, but you are not friend of him. You have to validate what he did before. It's normal for our company bank. Never has just one people, has a making checker. And the other one has three people. They don't work together. Okay, if he made a code, he make a decision on a payment, another people has to validate if he paid. Okay, not involved. And continuous risk. Okay, if my data was stolen, what continuous risk contingency I have in my company? Response time. For example, if somebody stole my data, you as a businessman, not to be like that guy, very crazy, don't know where to go. You have to be understanding what kind of response time I have to provide in social networking to say, we are fixing this problem, or we have a contingency problem. Imagine you are working with logistics. Imagine somebody stole the truck or whatever. You have to be a contingency to go to the truck, bring the goods for another customer, with the same customer. Access information. Imagine if your information was stolen, your customer needs a decision to make a decision, but you don't allow him to access information. So all these points, crisis management is within CRM, digital transformation, data governance, it all together. So in the last 30 years, I know everything about this, but most of the time, I spend my time putting people who hate themselves in the table. And then when they are together, they stop fighting. But maybe I'm not the best guy, but I want peace, you know what I mean? So sometimes you as a business executive, you don't need to be a business specialist or specialist in technology. You have to be a facilitator, a bridge, as I said in the beginning. Okay, you hate IP, Marcus hate. Okay, but I like both of you. But let's sit together. Talk me about your pains about data. Tell me about your pains about the channel contacts. Okay, let's fix this. How? You win. That's the point. Most of the time, in the last big country that I worked for in Brazil, for the side was putting the same table of people who hate themselves. But IT is going to say, I did my part. No, the customer is not waiting just IT part. It's waiting for all the experience. That's the point is we put you online in your career. But for that, this is the last one. For that, we really have to love our customer. Otherwise, it's a fake love. That's it, my friends. I invite you to follow my steps. Thank you. I hope you enjoy.
That's really fabulous. Thank you. One more big round of applause. Any questions? One or two questions. I'm sure you are curious. Any questions would you like to ask? Any clarifications?
Feel free to ask.
You are curious.
What would you give for this younger generation?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Any advice would you like to give the younger generation?
New generation?
Yeah,
These people, would you like to give any advice?
Yeah. As I said, never go to sleep without learning nothing. New nothing thing. Never go to sleep if you didn't learn something new. But learn more about people, friends, not just specific technology, but why they use this kind of technology. Because it's more long term, you know.
Any last question? Yeah. The last question. Anybody else would like? Any questions?
Everybody shy here. In Brazil, it's not shy. They are shy. Everybody shy here.
Excuse me.
Okay.
What advice would you give to somebody who wants to start a new business?
Yeah.
Signing digital.
Normally, what we say, when you are creating something, try to learn the curve of learning of other people. Be looking for the Google, other people in a cafe, what they learn with success story is not success story. Because many people want to create new business, they are very in love for the business, but forget to learn that somebody else already passed through. To talk with other people, learn with the learning of these people, and then you go with this. For example, if I'm going to sell a business for ice cream store, try put not just the product of the ice cream, but the service around, decoration, delivery. Put a great deal of product with services. You are going to pay to cost. They are going to pay more if you provide service beyond the product.
That's really absolutely fabulous. Boys and girls, you've got a lot of information. A very quick summary is data science, CRM, they all lead, all the roads lead to Rome, there is a problem. All the roads lead to customer satisfaction. The lower the friction, the greater the customer loyalty. We are not here to fight with the customer. Develop animosity with the customer. Greater customer satisfaction. And we give a lot of examples of customer satisfaction. Please make sure customer satisfaction is not our goal, but customer loyalty. Customer. So you will not shift to anybody else. You will not think of any other product or any other service. Also, the two messages I got today is this: kindness and empathy towards your customers.
Yeah.
All our teachers are very kind towards our customers. Here, our students, but sometimes they are not very kind. Okay? Companies should call, everything is service. Fantastic service. And more importantly, using data science, you should understand the customer behavior. Customer thinks about something, his expectation is something, what you are doing is something. There is a clear disconnect, leading to friction, fight, and he leaves the company, leaves the product. You don't want that. And more importantly, this is really a good learning for me today. Different kinds of customers. Expert client, informal client, brand-loving customer, rushing customer. There are so many. And one more, like me, confused customer. Confused customer. And this is really interesting. 70% of the data scientists spend the time on cleaning the data. Of course, to get gold, you have to clean a lot of dirt. You keep on trying. You keep on removing the dirt and you get gold, you know. And interestingly, think about yesterday, service today. When you understand these two, your trending, your pattern, and your tomorrow, you understand very clearly. And more importantly, IT and marketing should work together. This is a great message actually. Because IT people know the customer behavior using big data analytics, customer behavior, consumer trends, preferences, which the marketing should capitalize on. So really great. And UAE Data Protection Act he mentioned, I'm very glad. Coming from Brazil, he talks about UAE Data Protection Act. I couldn't imagine this. He's a hard work. And he said, somebody's email, somebody's phone number, somebody's address, without your permission, you cannot keep it. As per the European Union Data Protection Act, the fine is hefty fines, 20 million euros if you keep it. Same as in UK, in USA, I read the Data Protection Act. It's yearly. And intelligent business solutions are important, you should understand. Very simple, he made it very simple, he did not confuse. Get insights from the data, simple. Understand the data, what the data says. So understand the customer preferences, ensure customer service, and 58% of the companies don't conduct penetration tests, which means you don't understand what the consumers want. Past is past, so future is different. And finally, risk management. One of the key aspects he mentioned about risk management is your response time should be faster. Your response time should be faster. You take a phone, you call, press 3, press 4, press 8, press 10, you go on pressing them. But at the end of the day, your grievance is not redressed. Means you are losing a customer. You are losing a customer. And finally, one clip from the jail, prison. That was really amazing. So please understand, there is a big trend going on. Without IT, no business can survive. Without data, nothing will happen. This is the message. It's absolutely fabulous. Now, over to our head of marketing. I'm afraid of marketing. No, he's here to honor you. He's here to honor you. I would like Fatma and every faculty member to please join on. May I invite Dr. Conceituada to kindly and Dr. Fatma, please join. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Please join. Fatma is somebody else. Please. Come here, Now my mother is going to be proud of me. One group photograph, guys, please stand up. One group photograph. One group photograph. Then photograph. Another three. Everybody, please.
Short guys or first?
Yes, guys, please stand here for photograph. Please join the photograph to be by you. Yeah. I would request Ms. Palma for 2 minutes only, 1 minute. After this, I have a good news for you. After this, you have a class. Yeah. Silence, please. 1 minute. Silence, please.
Everyone remembers
Thank you.
And everybody someday needs some information about Brazil, just ask me in LinkedIn, whatever. I can provide some information about Brazil.
Yes. Another student, please get back to your class. Your class now is 2 minutes. Anyone coming late after 2 minutes, absent for the day.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.